Hi everyone, Rene Bastarache with the American School of Hypnosis, and here we are for our final Everything Hypnosis live webinar. Dun, dun, dun. Don't worry though, I have a great announcement for you. But before we get started and I'll let you know what's going on, I want to make sure or I should say, I want to see who's the furthest one away from us right now. Let's see, Raluca is 20 feet away. She's in the other room handling all the computer and email and all that good stuff. So who's further than her? Oh, we got Roger from Edmonton. Hello, Roger. Good to see you. You won so far. You're further away from Raluca. Who else is here? Usually we have people from all over the world. So if you're here, come on and say, hi, I'm so-and-so, and I'm from wherever. We want to see who the furthest one is away. That's half my fun of doing webinars. A few years from now, not only are we going to get, I'm from Edmonton, I'm from here, we're going to get stuff like, I'm from Mars. I'm from, with all the shuttles. I wonder if they're going to have, people can go online on these long trips to Mars and to the moon and to Saturn and all that. So we'll probably have some. And Ellie, where are you from? You said I win. You don't win till you tell me where you're from. And Philippa is from London. Oh, Roger, you just got bumped from London. And I thought Raluca was saying she's from Mars. She was laughing at my Mars comment. But sometimes she kind of acts like she's from Mars. Oh, oops. I'm in trouble. Good morning, Stacy from Wisconsin. Good to see you here. You heard that, right, Stacy? I'm in trouble. Call in about 2 hours. If I don't answer, send out a search party. Who knows what Raluca will do. Ellie's from Long Beach, California. Yes, you just got bumped too, didn't you? London. Yeah, California's from here about 3-hour flight, 4-hour flight. I don't know how far it is flying, but it's pretty far out there. It's really not that far if you look on a map. It's only about that far. So, and Roger's about this far, and London's about that far. So that's how I measure things. That's my measurement. My what's it called? They say it's not drawn to scale. That's my scaling device. Yes, I can imagine. California looks like Mars right now through the red skies. That must be terrible. I think I saw something on the news the other day that I think it was the state of Oregon. About 15% of the people have been evacuated. And I know it's all over the West Coast. It's got to be terrible. And, Raluca and I, last night, we were both online on Amazon looking for gas mask of all things, because not so much for, we don't have problems with our air quality here, but a lot of I build boats, and I get a big one that I'm starting to build here shortly in about another week or so, getting everything ready. But I need a mask for all the fumes and the resins and the fiberglass and all that. And I finally found a mask that I like. It's a really, really neat one made by 3M, and out of stock. And then I started thinking, these masks work on fumes and vapors and smoke. So I imagine they're just, these people must be, 3M and a lot of these other companies must be so backed up trying to make masks for everything. So there's COVID and there's the forest fires and oh my gosh. So I think it's going to be a while before I can get a mask and build my boat, but that's fine. It's for a good cause. I'll wait. Let's see. And Philippa, give me 8 months and I'll be in Las Vegas, so you'll be bumping me all day long. We've got quite a few graduates and students in Vegas. Matter of fact, one of our most recent graduates is from there, and we even have an instructor in Las Vegas. So it's a very good hypnosis place to go. And let's see. Oh, Marianne from Video Designs in France. Bonjour, Marianne. And that's the extent of my French rolling off the tongue there. And Cynthia. Hi, Cynthia. Good to see you. And yes, everybody, you take to heart everything Cynthia says, okay? She's the authority, and right now she is saying, remember to give a thumbs up, everyone. So you need to listen to her. She knows where you live. Dun, dun, dun. Okay, so let's go ahead and get started. So, everyone's wondering, I said this is our last Everything Hypnosis webinar. What's going on? This is actually number 30, so it was a good run, but don't worry, we're still going to be on every Tuesday morning just like we have been. It's just not in this webinar format, okay? A lot of things are going on. Like I said, we just started teaching our new course. We're putting together a really enhanced instructor course. We're putting together a metaphysics and past life live course. We are doing so much, sometimes it's hard to plan these live webinars. So we are still going to be doing other things every Tuesday morning, such as my on the road videos. When we get busy like this, we do our videos, but sometimes we do them driving, and it's hard to do a webinar and, hi John, hi Bob, hi Mary, while I'm driving, So we like our on the road videos and our shopping videos. So I guess you could say our on location videos. And we want to start doing some interviews and some live premieres. Remember those? The live premiere, the video goes up and we get to chat with you on the right. That way we could do it from any location we're at. And our pre-recorded, videos that we used to do, like we do on Fridays, where we teach a lot. And occasionally we're still going to come on and do this. We're just not going to call it a webinar. Oh, we might, who knows? So we're just saying this because we want to expand and get into a lot of different things, a little bit more variety. So we're going to keep you guessing. You're not going to know what we're doing until you click on it on Tuesday morning. So I hope the title didn't scare you. That's the last video. Matter of fact, after this video is over, I think I'm going to change the title to from our last video to the biggest question, which is what I want to speak to you about today. One of the biggest questions a lot of people have. Some of them mention it to me, some of them don't. One of them did this week. I actually got an email and our biggest question or concern. And I'm going to tell you that in a second. Let's see. Oh, okay. I was just looking to see if there's anything else to talk about in the comments, but Raluca's right on top of the comments, so she'll run in here and tell me if I need to do something. So what's the biggest concern? Well, someone who signed up for one of our courses this week said, I'm finally going to do it. I've been wanting to do this for a while, but there's always something that seems to get in the way that's holding me back. She goes, I've been watching your videos for a long time, and most of the people that sign up usually have been. I've been watching your videos for a long time, and I said, I'm going to do it. There's always something that's been holding me back, but finally I'm going to do it. And that's what I want to speak to you about. And I think we're unfrozen now. It just took usually it's about 30 seconds. So that's the question. What's holding you back? Not just from taking a hypnosis course, but what's holding you back from any major decision in your life? A change, an advancement, a new job, a new opportunity. What's holding you back? Think about that. Now, what are some of the things a lot of people say that's holding them back? Well, you'll get things like, I'll do it later, okay? I'll do it later. I don't have time right now. I'm trying to get to some of my notes here. And you ever notice how sometimes you make your notes so they don't scroll all the way up and you're looking down at the bottom of the screen? So, I'll do it later. Or, here's a good one. Oh, I don't know, to start something new like this, I'm getting on in years and, I don't have an awful lot of time and, maybe it's too late in my life to start something new. Okay, excuse, it's never too late. Or, I have the money, but maybe I should put it towards this and Christmas is coming up and, I don't really want to spend the money right now. Or one we just heard just recently is, I shouldn't do it because I feel greedy. Think of that, greedy. How does greed come into that? Well, in the case of this person, her children were grown up. She was a housewife most of her life, and she never really thought what else to do. But now the children are gone, and now she's thinking, maybe I should start a new career. Maybe I should do something new. And then, well, oh, geez, I'm feeling greedy, and this is just for me. And she started feeling guilty. You see what I mean? Because you're used to doing things for everyone else all the time, for your children, for your husband, for your spouse, whoever it is. And so there's the greed. I mean, guilt, not greed. The guilt of feeling, oh, I don't know if I should do something for me, but you're worth it, okay? You raised those kids. Do something for you now. And, oh, here's a good one, especially with hypnosis, okay, is my family is not supportive. Especially with hypnosis. Especially with hypnosis. They're going to think I'm nuts. They're going to think I'm crazy. They're going to say, why don't you get, I heard this a lot when I first started, why don't you get a real job? Because I couldn't get one that pays this well. That's why. Why don't you get a real job? So they start researching and looking into hypnosis, but they keep it quiet. They don't want to tell anyone they know. So they might feel silly because it's something off the beaten track, hypnosis versus psychiatry or something like that. That doesn't work that well. Oh, did I say that out loud? So anyways, hypnosis does work, by the way. So there are so many excuses that we come up with of why we don't do it. Now, think of what your excuse is, because this is going to blow your mind, and I'm going to tell you why you have that excuse. See that? I'm a mind reader. We have all these different excuses that I just mentioned, and there's an awful lot more, okay? But the reason you feel this way is that one of the major traits of the conscious mind, matter of fact, I just went through this in class yesterday. We went through about 10 traits of the conscious mind and 10 traits of the subconscious mind. They're quite different. One of the major traits of the subconscious mind is it wants to remain the same. It's a creature of habit. It doesn't want to change. I call it same disease, okay? We want to be the same. We want everything to be comfortable, convenient. It's inconvenient to do something different. If I do things the same as I've always done them, I'll be as comfortable as I've always been. You see what I mean? But you're not progressing. Think of that. That's a trait of the conscious mind. However, is there any such thing as sane? If you stay right now in your chair, fold your arms and say, I'm never going to do anything. I'm just going to stay the same. I'm going to stay just like this so nothing changes. Does it stay the same? Things go right past you. Even though you're sitting there, life is going on. The gears are moving out there in society. So if you're not changing and you're not moving with society, you're actually digressing. You're going back because life is passing you. So you're sitting there, going back, getting behind. So there's no such thing as sane. Either you're progressing or you're digressing. You're moving ahead or you're moving behind. So get that out of your mind. It's just the easy way of thinking. That's how the conscious mind works. And think of it, that's why the pharmaceutical companies are so popular, are so wealthy today, because they came up with a way to get people to heal and to change easy. Just take this pill. All you do, just take this pill will change your life. It'll do this, it'll do that. It's better than buttered bread. Take this pill, like the doctor says, and call me in the morning. Okay, isn't that an easy way to change? So if you're suffering from, let's say, restlessness, take this pill and call me in the morning. Versus, I want you to go for a walk 1 mile a day. But that's going to take you what? 5-10 minutes? Go walk 1 mile a day and you'll get rid of the restlessness. Well, don't you have a pill or something? Or the doctor would say, I want you to walk on the treadmill or run on the treadmill for 40 minutes. or do something that takes time. And again, we say, don't you have a pill? Isn't there an easy way out? Because that's the way the conscious mind is. You can either watch people exercise on TV, or you can go to the gym. Which is easier? Even fast food, the idea of fast food versus cooking. We want the easiest way out. We always take the easiest way out, which is not always the best way. So keep in mind from now on, I guess you could say the biggest thing or the biggest way to grow, number one, is to realize that when you say, oh, I can't do it, or I don't want to do it, or I have this reason or that reason, or it's hard to change, or I want to say the same, it's the conscious mind. It's your natural, or your, what I call the beta mind, okay? The conscious mind, or what we call the beta state, works on our five senses, okay? That, with hypnosis, we take you on the other side into the alpha and the theta and the delta, where you're not operating by the five senses. The subconscious works on a sixth sense. And we're not going to get into that. That's all the stuff we teach in our classes, but I want to keep it simple here. So you got to get beyond your conscious mind and start thinking on the larger scale, as the subconscious does. You can do anything. You have the ability to be and do anything you want. It's never too late. So number one is to realize that the conscious mind is taking over, okay, that little creature of habit, and to do something about it, because change is different. Change or improving is inconvenient. It's uncomfortable. It's not easy. It's doing something different than you've done before. It's amazing how many people say, oh, I've wanted to be successful. I've always been in this rut, and I don't know why I'm not successful. Well, the old thing is, if you continue to do the same things that you've always done, you're always going to be where you've been. You see what I mean? I think they say the definition of insanity is to do the same things over and over and over and expect different results. You're not going to get different results. If you want to be successful and you haven't been successful, you need to do something that you haven't done. It's time to change your thought process, change the way you look at things, change the decisions you've been making. Change is inconvenient. I know. It's not of the conscious mind. You got to get rid of that disease, that same disease, and start thinking progressively. You need to do it, okay? So, before I hit you with my I'm going to see, I get all kinds of notes here. Wow, the thing is flying here. How do you convince people to let you try to hypnotize them early in your training? Hi, Mike. Well, they're coming to my training because they want to be hypnotized. I don't have to convince them. Matter of fact, this weekend, Saturday and Sunday, were the first two trainings of our 8-day live training we're doing. And first day, we taught them all about the mind and these things I'm talking to you about, one of these many, many traits. And day 2, yesterday, each of our 9 students hypnotized each other. Some of them hypnotized the whole group. So day 2, they're already doing hypnosis. And like I said, it doesn't matter where you are or who you are in this class. Okay, right now we have 9 people. It's an average size class, but we have, we have one from Spain, one from Sweden, 2 from British Columbia. Roger's going to hit me. One from Canada. We got some from all over the country. And where's the other country? Luke, isn't there another one? Iceland. So we get people from all over the world, and they're all hypnotizing each other. That's the beauty of online. We broke them down into different rooms where they can work with each other. So, yeah, there's no convincing them. They just want to do it. That's what they're coming here for. And like I teach, anyone with reasonable intelligence or anyone who understands the language can be hypnotized. You have somebody go, I can't be hypnotized. That's because they went to a hypnotist somewhere that only does it one way, the relaxation method. But there's other ways of hypnotizing people. So this weekend we're teaching people how to do exercises to test people's minds to see how they think and how to tailor the session for that mindset so you don't miss anyone. That's very important. You don't want to go see a hypnotist and leave and say it didn't work. You just spent all that money on not a tuition, on the fee, so you want to make sure it works, and that's the whole idea. As long as people want to, they will. Yeah, I see Roger. Edmonton. Thank you, Roger. When you got so much going through your mind, it's hard to remember. I know where it is on the map. It's just before the complete western part of Canada. It's the next one over. But hey, I've never been there yet. You're gonna have to have me come up to go fishing, and good. So, anyways, you need to realize that you have the same disease, which everybody does. I fall into that too. And you need to decide, I'm going to change it. I'm going to go against the comfort zone, do something out of my comfort zone, inconvenient, new that I haven't done before. That's how you're going to progress, and it'll feel good. Now, if you'd like to learn how to be a hypnotherapist, okay, we have 3 options below in the description of this video. Number 1 is you can get our free 446-page hypnosis manual, see what it's all about. Number 2, you can take a home study course where you can learn right from home. And number 3, right now we're doing our live virtual training. Well, that's option 3, but we're going to be scheduling our next one for the beginning of the year, sometime in the spring, and you can sign up for that one, get right on the top of the list. So there's 3 ways you can become a hypnotherapist. Now, those of you that are already a hypnotherapist or maybe don't want to do that, we have, at least 20 other courses at our online store, which is the 4th option down there. It's 1, 2, 3. Well, it doesn't say option 4, but you'll see it says online store. And we have like 20 different courses, everything from, we're talking a lot about that this weekend, about metaphysics, past life regression courses. If you want to have the best time of your past life, that's where you learn how to do it. Everything from forensic hypnosis, if you want to find things. A lot of police departments will have forensic hypnotists working with them. See, forensics and comedy, and there's so many different areas. Children hypnosis, phobias, panic, all those different kind of things. Pain management. So there's courses for everything. Go there, take a look, and get started. And that's the key. Get started. Because if you stay the same, next time you see me, I'm going to say, how'd you guys do? And they go, I'm the same. That's what happens. So, yes, Raluca was saying our previous class, we had someone from the Ivory Coast. So people from all over. That's a beautiful thing about virtual training, is we have just as many people from around the world as we do right here locally. But when it was in-person training, it was mostly local people. So with that, I'd like to thank you all for coming. And don't worry, like I said before, if you just popped in, this isn't our last video. It's just the last everything hypnosis webinar in this series where we did 30 videos. And we're just going to start doing different things. So every Tuesday, we're still going to have videos up here. So I didn't mean to scare you. So we appreciate you coming. I hope we see you next week. And if you enjoyed the video or enjoy seeing these videos, give us a thumbs up. That helps us to grow, as Cynthia said. And don't forget to subscribe and let your friends know about us. So you have a great week, and we'll see you Friday in the next one. Bye-bye now.